Hi, it's Jason again. Welcome back. I found that I had an opportunity, a special opportunity today. The house is quiet. The family went out for a short time with the dog. The good luck that I have that the dog will not be barking during the video. This is good. So I wanted to quickly, record another video for you, teaching a few new signs and kind of adding to or building on what we've been practicing for the past 2 weeks. Okay? If you remember, we've been practicing how do you feel? That question with eyebrows down, of course. How do you feel? What do you want? So let's add some words. Let's add some tools to your toolbox. You can keep them inside and use them to become the best parent that you can for your deaf and hard of hearing child. Your time right now learning and watching these videos is the best gift you could possibly give your kid. And I'm very proud of all of you, so keep up the good work. And I will try to do my share, my responsibilities. I'll try to meet my responsibilities and make sure that I'm teaching you important signs that can help your family and that can help your child to grow up to be the best person he or she can be. So, without more ado and delay and talking and blah 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 blah, let's move on. The list of words I have for feelings I wanted to share with you. The first word on the list is afraid. Afraid. The arms of this chair are kind of driving me crazy. I'm going to sit forward a little bit here. And yes, I know the camera is still like, it's trying to focus on me. It's trying to focus on my fish or my crazy three-legged cat jumping by in the background. I apologize for that. I am investigating now, trying to maybe get a better camera for this, but right now we're stuck, and I felt it was more important to show you the signs than to have a perfect video quality. So anyway, you see, I'm doing it again. Delay, 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 talk, talk, talk. I'm gonna be better, I promise. The first word on the feeling list is afraid. This starts as S's on your hands, okay? An S, all the fingers are curled up and the thumb goes over. You'll recognize it pretty soon because we'll teach it as part of the ABCs. Right now, just make the S's like this, okay? They're gonna turn like this, like they're gonna hit together. Let's see if I can turn my body a little bit there. It's like they're gonna hit, but they won't, okay? Instead, when they come towards each other, you're gonna pop them open. Scared, scared. And when they're open, they're just the 5 hands with the fingers spread apart, all that good stuff we've talked about, right? Okay. Scared, scared. Now, your facial expression is gonna be very important. If you sign scared, the kids are not gonna be convinced, all right? You're gonna have to work a little bit harder. And yes, especially dads, as a dad myself, I understand that we've got like a little bit of a, I'm not doing that, kind of a thing going on with the facial expression. Still, watching myself now on YouTube, I feel very, gosh, it's a little hard to see how silly I feel sometimes or how silly I think I look. But I know from experience and from talking with deaf people that hearing people, we don't understand what real facial expressions look like. So if you think your facial expression is too much, most times not. Most times you need more facial expression. So for scared, we're going to start with the S's. S's, still trying to even out my crooked body. Throw them at each other, scared, and then show it on your face. or I could make facial expressions for you all day, but I think you get the idea. All right? Scared, and show it on your face. So much of the meaning of this sign is right here. Okay? So even if you're feeling shy, dads, I'm talking to you again, this is really important. To be a clear communicator with your child, you're going to have to really overcome that fear. And it takes time. It's a very not that kind of silly facial expression. I would say maybe it doesn't feel for me very manly, but at the same time, it's so important. I can't emphasize it enough. So anyway, the next sign that I can teach you is nervous. And the sign for nervous is these flat hands again. Okay, flat hands. They're going to go down kind of in front of you, palms down, and then you're going to shake them. And again, facial expression. You could even show your teeth, like right before a big job interview, or like on the first day of school, you feel very nervous. Do you feel nervous? First day of school, new teacher. He's a little bit crazy. His name is Jason. Are you nervous? Okay, nervous is a good sign. And it's a feeling that kids have sometimes every day. As an adult, I still have that feeling every day. All right, upset is the next sign I wanted to teach you, upset. So the way we're going to do this is my left hand. If you are left-handed, then you'll need to use your right hand. But for me, because I'm right-handed, this is my left. It's just going to be fingers together, thumb out, sitting like a plate or a tray in front of me. The other hand here, same hand shape, fingers together, thumb out. I'm going to touch my stomach right here and then kind of brush it, go up, over, and then it lands in your hand. Upset. So you might ask, are you upset? You look upset. You have smoke coming out of your ears and your eyes have turned red and there's fire shooting out of your nose, So upset, upset. Do one more time, very, very slowly with the hands again. Both hands are in this hand shape. Thumbs out, fingers together. My left hand here. Other hand touches my stomach and brushes up and out. Upset, upset. It's a good general feeling word, not as specific as angry or sad. Upset. Okay. Another one that's a little bit hard to teach is worried. Worried. And how will we sign that? We're going to make W's on both hands. Sorry, camera going crazy again. It might be because of my very large nose. I can't decide to focus here or here. I'm not sure. All right? For worried, we're going to make a W and a W. And then you're going to make circles in front of your face. Now, when you're watching me do that, it's very easy for me. I've been doing it for a long time, and I'm a very worried person. I'm always asking people if they are worried too, so I feel better about myself. But worried, you have your W's. The thumb kind of grabs hold of the pinky. Thumb grabs hold of the pinky. They kind of come up by your head like this, and then they're turned out just a little bit, and then they cross in front of your eyes like this. From the side, you can kind of see they're moving back a little bit too. Worried. Turn the side a little. Worried. Do you feel worried? Say, no, it's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's fine. It's a good word to know now too. We'll just add it to the list. Fine. It's your 5 hand. How simple is that, right? And the thumb just brushes on your chest. Fine. Fine. There's some variations on that sign that we'll teach you later too, but right now we'll say fine. Okay? Worried. For deaf and hard of hearing kids, sometimes there are not many people in their world, not many people in their lives who can communicate easily with them. Sometimes maybe they feel very lonely. One index finger, my right hand, because I'm right-handed, comes up, kind of where it touches it doesn't hit my nose, even though it's way out there, it touches here on my lip, and kind of bring it down across the chin, all the way down to your heart. So, lonely. Now, again, facial expression, guys. So if you're signing lonely and you have a big happy face, are you lonely? It doesn't make any sense, and the kids won't understand what you're trying to say. But if you're asking them, how do you feel? Are you lonely? Okay, you can freeze frame your computer right now if you want to get a still shot. I'm being very silly today, but the idea is that you really are communicating so much of sign language is not how you move your hands. So much of sign language is clear facial expression, and it does follow rules for American Sign Language. So it's going to be a long process understanding all those rules, but we're going to do it together. Sometimes I find that I'm not sure, I'm not clear, so I'm asking people I know who are experts and trying to make sure that I'm teaching you good habits right now. Anyway, lonely. Lonely. Another one is pressure or stress. You might feel pressure or stressed. This is that S hand shape again, okay? With the thumb side up, like you're gonna, play that game or do a little dance or whatever, okay? It's just sitting like this. The other hand, 5 hand shape. Whoa, camera, making people sick. It's gonna go on top, press down. And a little bit of facial expression shows like, it's pressure, you feel pressured, pressure. So, some of the students in my class now are starting to bring home a lot of homework, especially with the new, right now the big thing is Common Core. So there's a lot of, especially math homework, so much. They might be feeling a little bit pressured. So that's a good, how are you feeling? You feel pressured? There's so much work. You feel pressured? Okay. Another sign is excited. We talked about the sign feeling. I did not go back. I can't handle watching myself. I'm not taking good notes either. I need to change that. I don't think we taught excited yet. Excited is, we call these touchy-feely fingers, okay? Touchy-feely fingers, your middle finger bends in a little bit. We use the sign for feel or feelings. Now we're going to take both hands and then we're going to brush them right on your heart. Up, 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 up. And do it again and again and again. It's excited, okay? So from the side you can watch my hand. When it goes out, it touches and moves up. And then it's almost like you're doing this with your hands. You're making a circular motion. They're going one over the excited. Okay. Again, facial expression. I'm excited. What do you think? Do you believe me? I'm excited. It's so much better, right? Okay, good. Excited. Again, 5 hands spread, middle finger dips in, and you brush on the chest. Just rewind if you want to see it again. It's the magic of YouTube. And also the magic of bad finger spelling. Try again. YouTube. I don't know, it's a weird one for me. All right, now, true story. Maybe 3 years ago now, I had a home visit with a family. I was sitting here and the mom was sitting over here. And we were chatting about her son, who was a really neat, interesting, smart kid. And we're discussing things, and all of a sudden, the mom asks me, will you please tell my son that I love him? I was shocked. And, I think sometimes we, professionals who work with deaf and hard of hearing kids, we think, oh, well, parents know that. How can a parent take care of their child without knowing how to sign I love you? So I wanted to make sure. I just want to make sure that you're able to do that. It's really important. So there's 2 ways. The first way I'm going to teach you is I. We know this finger, right? I. And the sign for love is love. There's S handshapes again. I fear I have to sneeze. In the middle of this serious moment, it's gone. Okay. You're going to cross them over your heart and squeeze. I love you. Piece of cake, right? I and you already know. You've practiced with me. Love is the only new sign. Love. It's a good feeling. I love you. Now, love and hug, this is really a very normal mix-up for new parents. Same with sleep and bed, which we'll talk about later too. But a lot of times they'll say love. I love you. It's fine. It's not the right signs, but it's fine because your child will understand. The facial expression shows, the signs show too. It's really awesome. So we want to say, I love you. This is a shorter, easier way. And this comes from the letters I, L, and Y in the alphabet. Put them all together, you get I love you. This sign is used for serious moments like I love you, but also in the deaf community it's used as just a general way of saying goodbye, see you later, I love you, I love you, okay? Probably one of the most iconic and well-known signs. You'll see it on postage stamps, on letters. You'll see it on posters on walls. You see it on TV. I love you. I love you. Really important. And let's see how long the video is now. Oh, I have time for a short funny story. A long time ago, I was in preschool. I was a teacher for preschool kids. There was a little boy who was brilliant, and every day his mom and his dad really signed with him. They signed so much. So every day when he arrived at school, the boy, he just loved to play with language. And so mom would say, I love you, and he would sign airplane, which is kind of the same hand shape, only it goes this way. So she'd go, I love you. He'd fly his airplane into it, and then fire, 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 and it would go down and explode because he's a little boy. And that's what little boys do. So anyway, so you learned airplane also. That's the same hand shape, but now it's moving. It goes 2 times. Airplane, I love you. Don't have them crash and bad things happen. All right. So next, just a few more words to add to the wants list. I don't think we'll have time to go through all of them because I'm really watching the time today. But we talked about wanting love, or maybe they want a hug. Same thing, like my hands are open and they grab my arms. Hug, hug, love. An interesting word that popped into my mind was stay. Sometimes we talked about kids wanting to leave because Jason's talking too much, but also sometimes kids don't want to go, they want to stay. So how would you sign stay? You're going to have both hands like this, wise, okay, and they come down to right around here, palms out, and kind of tip down but not all the way, and then one of them goes, you press it forward. You don't want to go, you want to stay? Fine. You can stay 10 more minutes. Fine. Stay. Stay. Hopefully that's clear. Stay. The hand shape's pretty simple, but I find my fingers get tired if I hold it for too long. Stay. Alright. Game. These are A's with the thumbs sticking out farther, and then they bump together. Game. Game. Not here, and not too far, but not right on the knuckle, but on the flat part of this knuckle, they bump together. Game. I want game. Do you want game? Yes, game, please. Now, that sign can be used for games kind of in the traditional sense of the word, like a football game. Okay, that's one way. most times now kids are using it to talk about games on the computer or the Xbox or the PS4. If these videos are around for a long time, people are going to go, oh, that was a long time ago. But right now it's very new, PS4. Okay. Instead of saying video games, which, I mean, that's kind of mixing two signs together that don't really match. You could sign, like video games like the controller, or just games. That's also a real common way of doing that. All right. TV. Pretty easy. TV. TV. T. We practice it with toilet. You remember? Thumb sticks between those fingers and you'd shake it for toilet. Now it's going to stay. There's that sign, stay. So I'm using it at the sign. You can really move these signs around. Stay. T. V. V is an easy letter to learn. V. Thumb across these fingers. V. TV. One more and then we're going to stop for today because the video is kind of getting long. So the last sign today will be movie. Movie. I've seen it signed with this hand, my non-dominant hand, out like this or like this. I've seen it both ways. Maybe there is a right way, but I know that people use both signs, and so kids should understand. It should be okay. If you're watching the video and you know better than I do, please let me know, because I'd be happy to, to change it for the next video. So, but right now we're going to say movie. Index finger points to my right, in front of me. 5 hand, the wrist touches the finger, shakes back and forth. Movie. Or, the other choice, use this hand, put your hand on it like this, and go back and forth, same way. Notice my arm it's not really moving, it's all in the wrist here. So you can say movie, movie, and if someone knows that one of those is better than the other, please let me know. Okay. I was going to add some more ABC letters today, but I think that's enough for now. We're around 22 minutes, assuming I don't cut out all of my strange behavior. So I think we're going to call it a day. Again, I hope that you are continuing with me and that the videos are helping you. And again, I promise I'm going to keep with this. I'm never going to stop. I'm going to be old. I'm going to have a white beard that's super long. And this little bit of hair here is all going to fall out. And I'll be all hunched over and I'll have a walker. And still, I'm going to be making videos for you. So thank you for supporting this effort. And I will see you next time. Bye.